Alright, so I was gonna film and then I didn't know that someone changed my bedsheet and now I have to put the new bedsheet back. So anyway, let's do that. Alright, the bedsheet is all done and I'm ready to film. I'm filming right now. Okay. So something that I don't really talk about in real life and something that I don't really talk about with people is the fact that I am someone who loves metal music. I'm a metalhead. And I never really talk about how I became a metal fan. First of all, no one really cares in my life. If you're a metalhead, you would know. People don't really. I mean, I don't really have friends who like metal music. I have a few, but I don't have close friends who I would like talk to about this. So I talk about it to you, and I just want to tell you like how I got into metal music, how I came into this beautiful world of music. It is a truly amazing Please don't go down. And you know, just tell you the story of how it all, oh that's too high, of how it all started. And yeah, so let's just go. So I remember I wrote an essay about this when I was 16 years old, 2 years ago. And I wrote this essay for my school competition. Every year, my school, secondary school, had like this competition, and it's essay writing for both English and Malay. And I never won until I was in Form 3. So I didn't win the first 2 years, but I did win the third year. And then for the fourth year, Form 4, I wrote this essay. And the title, because we were given the titles, there were like, I think there were like 3 different titles, I think, that everyone was given. And then we had to choose from those titles which one we want to write about. And that is the essay that we will write. And always like every year, the top 3 winners will go inside the school magazine. And I badly wanted to be in there. So yeah, anyway, it's a nice thing to win. So I joined. I mean, everyone has to join. It's a thing. The whole school does it. So in Form 4 I joined, and then there were like the titles as usual. My teacher wrote it on the board, and we have to choose. And then I chose this title. I think it was something like the most fun thing you've ever done in your life, or something like that. The most exciting thing you've ever done in your life, something like that. So I chose that title. And I chose to write about how I discovered metal, because it is actually the most exciting thing that happened in my life. It wasn't like, I mean, it's not really a thing that people will write about. Like usually, I guess when you write about an essay like that, you would think like, oh, a holiday that you went to, or something like an exciting place that you went. But for me, I chose to write about metal and how I discovered it, because that was a very exciting thing for me. I'm getting very annoyed with my tripod. I have to keep pulling you up. So anyway, I wrote that essay in class, and that essay, I love that. You know, when you write about something that you love, that you truly love. I love metal, and metal has, as cheesy as this sounds, metal has changed my life, and it's changed me as a person. I don't owe everything to metal, obviously. I owe everything to Jesus, but I'm sure Jesus gave me metal for a reason. I used to be so scared. I used to be all of these other things, and metal really helped me with that. And so I wrote this essay, and I wrote it from the bottom of my heart, how I discovered metal. And I guess that's what I'm going to tell you today. So I don't have the essay with me, but I still remember everything that happened when I first discovered metal. So let's go. So I've been listening to rock music ever since I was a kid, kinda. I mean, my dad, he used to love at Elvis Presley, and I'm not sure if I'm not really that familiar with it, but I think Elvis Presley is considered rock because he's called the king of rock and roll. Basically, as a kid, my dad always used to play Elvis in the car, so I guess I was exposed to rock music as a kid, but rock and roll, not metal and not hard rock and roll. So I guess I've been exposed to it as a kid, but I didn't know back then it was rock, so I wouldn't actually consider that as my influence. I wouldn't really consider that as the thing that started it all. So basically, a few years later, I think I was maybe 8 years old, 9 years old, I don't know, my brother started introducing me to Linkin Park. I don't know how he did it. Maybe he played the songs in the car or something like that. And basically, I got introduced to Linkin Park, and Linkin Park became my favorite band from age 8 or 9 until 15. Linkin Park was my jam. You know, my favorite band. And this is the band that actually got me into rock music. And actually, my brother also introduced me to other bands. He introduced me to Nickelback. I know you guys are gonna be like, what? I don't hate Nickelback, okay? They're one of those bands that got me into rock. And I don't hate a band just because other people hate it, you know. I still like Nickelback songs. It's fine. So yeah, Nickelback, I think it got me into Muse, but not really, like just a few songs. And I think I heard something from The Offspring and Green Day, and can't remember, but basically he got me into some rock bands, and especially Linkin Park. I love Linkin Park at that time. So this is the thing that got me into rock. And so I've been liking rock ever since I was a kid, and Linkin Park was one of those bands that really got me into it. And technically I've been listening to metal, I guess, from this time, because the early Linkin Park is metal, nu metal, but I wouldn't consider that as my introduction to metal, because when I was listening to Linkin Park I didn't know it was metal, and I just thought they were rock. So I wouldn't say that they were my introduction to metal, but they were my introduction to rock. Now I guess fast forward a few years later, and I think my brother introduced me to Avenged Sevenfold. And that time I didn't really listen to them, but I did listen to them a bit, and that was my introduction to metal. And I listened to Avenged Sevenfold and Linkin Park for a while, and then Avenged Sevenfold actually got me into metal, heavy metal, and they got me into it. And then I got deeper into it. Actually, to be honest, I think it's through Loudwire. If you guys don't know what is Loudwire, Loudwire is, I'm not sure how to explain it. Loudwire, I'm so grateful to them, by the way. Hi, if you're watching. You're not, never mind. Loudwire is basically this thing. What do you call this thing? It's a website? I'm not sure. It's a thing for metal and hard rock. And it's basically, they have YouTube, they have Twitter, they have Instagram for all things rock and metal. Not sure how to explain what is this kind of thing. It's not just a website. They have social media and all this stuff. Anyway, they are a metal thing. Okay, Loudwire. I'm sure if you're a metalhead, you've heard of Loudwire. Loudwire actually got me, because I think I started following them when I was around 14 or 15. I started following Loudwire. I think I followed them from YouTube, from their list videos, and I started following them, and I watched the Loudwire Music Awards. The Loudwire Music Awards in 2017. Because the only reason I watched it is because Avenged Sevenfold was headlining. I was at school, I couldn't watch it, so I came back home and then I watched the replay of the live stream, and I liked it. And then that's where I found some other bands, and that's where I found some other bands, like I think In This Moment, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. Yeah, I found some other bands from that. And Loudwire actually helped me go deeper into metal, because, you know, they're talking about metal all the time on their pages. So I got deeper into it, and they introduced me to many bands. I also found out from other fans, you know, from the community, and eventually I got deeper and deeper into metal. Actually, I'm so grateful to Loudwire, and actually I myself want to be in a band one day, and hopefully I can go on Loudwire and do Wikipedia Fact or Fiction, because I love Wikipedia Fact or Fiction. Come on, get me. And I want to do Graham's Wikipedia Fact or Fiction. I want to host it, okay? Okay. So anyway, yeah, I got deeper into it. What am I doing? And yeah, the rest is history. And I got deeper and deeper into it, and I'm still getting deeper into it to this day. Metal is such a diverse genre. I mean, you think you're done, and then you discover something else, you know. And I love metal. I mean, I can do another video about why I love metal, basically, right? But basically, I just love metal because, I mean, if you think about it, there's something for everyone. And I feel like metal is such a misunderstood genre. I've had friends, I've had people in my life tell me don't listen to metal, and there are people who have told me like metal is just screaming, and it's just you know, it's such a misunderstood genre, and that's why it's such a beautiful genre, you know. And the community, I love the metal community, even though yes, there are some toxic metal elitists out there, but that's okay. For the most part, the metal community is quite amazing, and I feel like we have something that the fandoms of other genres of music don't. Obviously, I can't really prove that. I've never been a fan of other music, but the way I see it, that's how it is. I feel like for us, it's really all about the music and not about the looks. It's not about how you look on the red carpet. It's not about how you and your band, how fit you guys are, and if you have a nice body. It's none of that. And I feel like it's really about the music. It's so amazing to like see a metal song on YouTube, and then you scroll through the comments, and then there's all the metal fans being like, hey, that breakdown was amazing, that intro riff was so good, oh, that scream in the middle, you know. It's just stuff like that. I don't feel like we would find it in mainstream music. I say mainstream because maybe you'll find it in like other types of music, I don't know, I'm sure classical fans also like appreciate music and stuff, but you know, usually in the mainstream music, the way I see it is more about the looks. It's about how hot you are, how pretty you are, and it's not really about the music at all. It's more about how catchy the song is and how relatable it is. I mean, of course it's good for music to be relatable, but I feel like sometimes it's just nice to appreciate the actual music, and I feel like you can really only find that in rock and metal. Because I feel like in pop music, people don't really appreciate the music, people don't even care. People just want to relate to it, and people just want it to be catchy and be able to sing along. And I feel like that's what makes metal so different from other genres. I'm not saying we are better, I'm just saying I love this community because it's like that, and I feel like I belong here because we appreciate the music, we appreciate the, you know, it's just a nice community. I don't regret being a metal fan. Look, I'm wearing Metallica. I didn't mean for this to happen, by the way. I didn't plan to become a metal fan, and I don't regret it at all because I really truly love it, and it's just changed me as a person. And I just feel like God has put this music in my life for a reason, because I'm such a different person than what I used to be. I've learned so much, and I feel like that has something to do with metal because I have metal inside me, literally. And by the way, that essay that I wrote about discovering metal, I actually got first or second place. I think it was the first place, if I'm not or the third place. I'm not sure, but one of that. I did get in the top 3. I did get in the school magazine. It is in my 2017 school magazine. I don't have it right now, but it's there, and it's gonna be there forever. And I remember, I think it also went on display at school at like a pameran, and people could go and read it. So that's cool. I mean, I got my school to read about metal if they read my essay. I don't know. Also, fun fact, I didn't actually get to finish the essay. I didn't get to finish it. So I thought I wouldn't win, but then in the end I did win, even with an unfinished essay. So I don't know, I think my teacher corrected it or something, but I did win, and I'm still very proud of that to this day. And ever since then, every school essay for the last 2 years of school, I wrote something about metal, because I learned that ever since I wrote that essay and I won the essay competition and it got in the school magazine, that is when I realized that you need to write about what you love to really enjoy it, you know. And the reason why I didn't win for the past 2 years, even though my writing skills is actually good, is because I didn't write about something that I love and something that I enjoy. And the moment that I really put in something that I love, I won. Ever since then, every essay I wrote in school has metal in it somehow. And even my teacher told me, like, why your essay always got heavy metal? So yeah, I feel like if you're a metalhead, don't feel guilty about it. Some people will make you feel guilty. People don't understand, you know. People, like I said, metal is such a misunderstood genre. It's incredibly beautiful, but it's also incredibly misunderstood. Sometimes the most beautiful things are the most misunderstood, you know. If people don't get it, people don't get it, and it's fine, you know. We love it. It does get kind of lonely sometimes, because like I said, I don't really have friends. Because like my friends, they get excited over the new Ariana Grande album, and you know, there's no one to get excited with me about something from Whitechapel or something from Killswitch Engage or something like that, you know. But that's okay, because that's okay. We got an online community, and it's just cool, and I just love being a metalhead. I don't regret it. I even got my mom to listen to it. She's okay with it. Yeah, so don't feel guilty, don't feel like an outsider, don't feel weird. It's not weird to like any kind of music. It's not weird. People like different things, and especially don't feel guilty if you're Christian. Okay, I feel like people will make us feel guilty. You're a Christian, you're not supposed to listen to that, you know. I mean, it's no. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry if I had to talk very soft because it is nighttime right now. Usually I do film my videos at night, because that is unfortunately the only time that I can film, and I cannot talk very loud. Sorry. I just can't. So I'm sorry this video is not energetic. I would love to be, but I can't because it's very night. Because it's very night. It's nighttime. Okay, comment down below, are you a metalhead or not? And if you're not, why? Just kidding. If you're not, it's okay. I mean, I'm not that kind of metalhead who will say like pop music is trash, you know, rap music, you know. I'm not, you know, I listen to everything, anything, as long as I like the song, I like the song. But It's just that I like metal songs more than any other type of song, you know. I'm not about to say like metal music is better or something like that, or it's the best kind of music. I'm not gonna say that. There are a lot of metalheads who say that, but I'm not gonna say that, okay? You're not a loser if you're not a metalhead, and you're not a loser if you're a metalhead. We all like different things. Okay, bye. I'm going to leave you now. Bye.